Sully Forth Paladins, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Lieutenant Commander Dirk, big breath, of the HMS Oscar as we continue our war of revenge against the Klingon Empire. That's right, back in Season 2, the Klingon Empire went through, crushed, bashed, and annihilated what was left of the Hydran Star Kingdom, but now we're back here in Season 5 to give them a little bit of a taste of their own medicine. And here we are in HMS Oscar, a heavy cruiser that has proven to be very effective. 4 Hellbores, 2 fusion cannons, and a little bit of a fighter squadron. Yes, please. So let's push back out into space and get some damage underway. And we will start with a convoy raid. Hardly a noble thing for noble paladins, but we'll take what we can get. So, off on a Klingon convoy, hit that red alert, increase speed, enjoy the gorgeous tri-symmetry that is the Hydran race, although it's actually not tri-symmetry in their ships. Well, yes, we do have 3, I guess we'd say warp engines. Warp nacelles, that was the word I was looking for. This ship actually isn't tri-symmetrical, it's only actually symmetrical, dual symmetrical. Right now we see a freighter and a freighter. What position are we in? We are in an intercept position, perfectly placed to have them come right on into our guns. Of which, like I said, we have 2 Hellbores. Are we not charging this Hellbore properly? Slow down a bit. Slow down. There, yeah, okay. So we can't actually push it to a super high level, it would seem. So 4 Hellbore cannons, 2 fusion beams, and then how many phasers? 4 phaser 1s, 2 phaser Gs. And here's our target. It's a heavy cruiser. What kind of heavy cruiser? D7. D7C, so capable. I do believe that we may have to worry about him firing a scatter pack off, so we're going to prep that one there. We're going to come over here and go full power to the boosted shields. In fact, we're going to focus that power to the forward shields in a way that we don't normally have to do. I'm not seeing any other ships. Let's do a quick check through. Freighter. Lots of freighters here. So we are going to Shuttle Bay. Go kill. I'll pick you guys up after work. See you later. Be good. Unfortunately, that's not a whole heck of a lot of fighters left. Normally, it's up to a strength of 3, but there's only 2 remaining, so we're going to have to keep a little bit of an eye on that one. So prepare for Hellbore combat. Actually, no, we're going to treat them as photon torpedoes. I did not look up in the Big Book of Armaments what the range on the Hellbore missile was, but we will at some point. And by the way, it's not a missile, it's sort of a fusion projection thing. It's like we're shooting a blob of fusion energy that hits, explodes, and wraps around and causes horrific, terrible damage, and I love it! I like it muy much. He does fire on our forward shields, we're fully able to take that, and he's making a full turn-off, so you know what? If you're going to do that, I'm going to save all my weapons for point-blank range! Ha ha ha! Oh, look at that. A beautiful hit blasting right through his shield, causing untold damage. He's losing speed. Obviously, the weak warp coils on the D7 series. I mean, look at that. He's down to speed of 11. We've managed to take out one of his phaser 1s. Is that 1 or 2? 2? A single of his phaser 2s is the famous collar phasers that we used quite a bit. We do need to get off this gosh darn side, though, because as you can see, we're down to red shields over here. Let's slow down a little bit. I want to make sure that I'm charging weapons at a super high rate. I'm hearing the fighters going off and doing their work. Yes, kill, destroy, my little ones. Now, the fun thing about having this open shield now is the Hellbores will always go for it. So basically, we can't miss. Continue to fire, phasers. As long as the Hellbore hits him, it'll go right to this down shield every single time. And getting in with the Gatling phasers, the fusion cannon has finished cooling down and is now charging up as fast as it can. We took another couple of shots over on the side. We'll show him the stern, but we're going to get ready for a high energy turn as we get ready to give him all 6 barrels. That's right, 6, because 4 Hellbores and 2 fusion beams. One of the freighters is dead, coming around nice and hard. We're on target. Fire everything! Oh, just disgusting. And another Hellbore. Oh, look at all that power. He hasn't fired a single missile yet. Okay, just as I mentioned that he hadn't fired a missile, we pick off the missile. How you doing? Looks like we killed one of the freighters. Where's my fighters? There they are. Okay, so they're going after the freighters still. Excellent work. Well, we finish off this D7. How are you doing on crew, my friend? 8, and I can beam over 3 at a time. We're not there yet. Sorry, but we're just not there yet. He really doesn't have much phaser power left. He's got 2 phasers and 4 disruptors. So we're going to continue to sort of poke away at him with our phaser armament. Yeah, phaser Gatlings getting involved there. We are going to have to expose a little bit of a weakened side, but I'm not all that concerned. He could hurt us. I don't think he will, though. Oh, no, he doesn't have any systems left. He's down to a single missile launcher. So at some point, a single missile may come out and try and kill us. And we should have no trouble with that. So how are you doing? 7 men left on board. It's still not good enough. Sorry. Let's see if we can't... this is phasers? Yeah, this is phasers. So we'll select a phaser barrage only. We'll come in with these guys with Hellbore missiles. Or I keep calling them Hellbore missiles. Where am I getting that name from? Because it really does sound like a proper name. I'm sure I'm getting it from some game. There we go. Rip them apart. Let's use the heavy weapons. Hellbore cannons and fusion cannons. Yes. So all weapons are ready. We've taken out 2 of their freighters. The fighters are going for numeral de tres. I know I don't speak Spanish, despite how fantastic my Spanish was back there. And yes, another FSML that we're going to basically annihilate. And yeah, that's all they have left. So as soon as the fighters annihilate him, we'll probably call them back and take care. Oh, are you not going for it? Okay, I'll give you the order. Kill. You could go after this one. I would prefer that you didn't, though. Looks like what I prefer doesn't matter. So let's get in nice and close. We're going to give him everything we've got from the fusion cannon. Fire! It wasn't enough. Holy crap. Phasers, please. Thank you. Hellbores, if you don't mind. Oh, all 4. Oh, 2 hit and 2 miss. Okay, so 50% accuracy at this range. Not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. After all, you can't imagine that it'll be perfect every single time. You can only hope. And maybe someday they'll live up to your expectations. Increase the speed of time! And get ready for phasers! There we go. Last target. Are you guys seriously having that much trouble with this? You're fighters. You should just gut these things. Return to me. Return to me immediately. There we go. Enemy convoy destroyed. Their single heavy cruiser was not enough to save them. It wasn't even a match. Although, to be fair, I think we're a command cruiser, so that's basically a tier above. So saying that they weren't a match for us, well, yeah, we kind of outgunned them. We are taking more planets in the or not planets, but sectors in the neutral zone. And let's poke our nose on in here and see what's happening. It's just a single patrol. Nothing too special to it. But hey, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe it'll be something fun. Klingon vessels on the scopes. Hit that red alert. Increase speed. And this time we're going to pay a little bit more attention down here because I want to make sure that I'm getting the right proper speed. And 38, 39.5, and here we are, 42.5. That'll do us a speed of 17, 16. That's a good speed. I mean, it is a heavy cruiser. So let's prep the reinforcement of that forward shield. We're going to come on here, immediately prep a wild weasel, so we'll drop 1 point of speed. I think that'll bring us to 16. And forward shields are fully buffed. These shields will go white. We have a target. They'll go white if we allow all the phaser capacitor power to go into them. See? There they go. Full white shields. I think that's 40 points. Because red is 5. Then green is 10. I think that's how that works. And then dark green is 15. Actually, I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that. Because there is actually like a scheme for this. No, triple is 25? Or 30? It's not important. Why am I even bothering to think about it? So let's see who we're actually fighting. We'll come over here to the fleet screen. He is a D7C, another one of them. So, not particularly terrifying. Let's go with overload. Let's prep the overload. Oop. I only want to select this. Not any of this. The Hellbores are currently charging on overload. Okay, how can I select only this, please? There we go. This is what I want to overload. Wild Weasel is ready. Let's see if we can't prep this on overload. So, I want to see if I can basically kill him in one pass. I think it's possible. I do think that I have the capability to do that. I do also think that I have to slow down in order to fully charge all these things. As you can see, one of the Hellbores is back charging. So there it goes. We should be ready by the time we hit the range to kill things. We will select absolutely every piece of equipment that we have. I think we can do this. Maybe one shot to kill? It'll be interesting. Suicide overload might do it. So the fusion beam can not only it can fire on normal, it could be overloaded, and then it can fire on suicide overload, which blows up the hard point. So he's deployed that, and fire everything! Okay, we should have fired an instant before when we still had a forward shield. Go back to normal, please. And yeah, so our forward armor is probably a bit shredded, but we battered our way through his front. Also, I think if we overload, it takes longer for this to come off of a cooldown. Although we do still have a considerable advantage. Our Hellbores have huge firing arcs. Basically, we can fire in the broadside and still hit him. So let's go reinforce all. That way we're protecting ourselves from multiple angles. And we're just probably going to try and broadside him to death because we can and he can't. So he's lost 1 Disruptor, 1 Phaser 2, and 1 Phaser 1. Plus all his armor. We did 109 damage in that strike that got through his forward shield. And his forward shield was dark green on the front, wasn't it? So yeah, we did a considerable number on this guy. And he's firing his phasers. He's doing a little bit of plinking damage, but it's nothing special. And yeah, Phaser G doesn't even care. Just picks it off, no problem. And we'll fire through. It'll hit the front. 12 damage through the front, just like that. We've got another Hellbore ready for him. We'll probably see if we can't get him on board for that one. Ha-ha! And he's down to red shields all around. He's not having a good day at all. Fire the Hellbore. Come on. There you go. 2 more Hellbores into his front. Another 14 damage. Right on top of him. Fire all the weapons. And he's down to basically no speed at all. So that fusion cannon just managed to probably wipe out half his engineering section right there. He's fired off a single missile, and we'll fire all the Gs. Oh, geez. Yeah, look at that. Just crippled. So it wasn't enough to do it just in one big pass. But yeah, that was a lot of damage we were able to spit out. So we'll come around nice and slowly, nice and menacingly. It's probably the best way of putting it. We're doing it menacingly. He's got 8 Marines on board to our 3 tractor beams. We can't beat that. The fact that he's lost all engine power, that it seems, means he can't pull away from this mine, which means it will never activate until he explodes. Which does mean we have to be a little bit careful when sort of overrunning him. Incoming missile. We'll let the point defense system pick it off without any issues whatsoever. The Sword of Kalis. Oh, such a grand and noble name. Shattered. Absolutely shattered that ship. Hydran vessels, very strong. I like it very much. So, 268 prestige. And no damage to the tile. We couldn't really expect it. We'll pop down here. Hopefully, no, we couldn't. I was hoping to avoid a base assault. I really didn't want to go on one. Because we've been doing so well, but a base assault... It's a Gorn Star base? Yeah, right. Base assaults are scary. And I think that's a big base, too. We are escorted today by USS Green, who is a carrier, or a CVS. CVS is a carrier? Maybe. I think so. You are a CVS, right? Yeah, CVS. So you're a carrier. And it is, as you can see, a gorgeous original trilogy. Oh, there it is. So you can see with the lower hump. That's apparently its carrier deck area. Gorgeous original series style ship. I like it. It's beautiful. And we are fighting an FD7. Is this a triple nacelle? No, it's not. But I'm going to guess you're a drone cruiser? You're something scary. So let's pull in by the Green. The Green has it's got a heavy cruiser armament. So it's got 6 Phaser 1s, 2 Phaser 3s, and 4 photon torpedoes. That's pretty decent. That'll kill a lot of things. We'll also go in here. We're going to overload this because you frankly should always overload your fusion beams. At least that's what, you imagine. Because a fusion beam is worthless at long range anyway, so you're never going to fire beyond a range of 8. So as long as you've got the power, overload your fusion beam. Because you're only ever going to be using it at a range of like 2. Because any further than that, and it's pointless. Looks like we have a D7 Bravo. So a D7, an FD7 and a D7B. So pulling in nice and tight with USS Green with an E. And hopefully that'll put us in a powerful position. So let's reinforce this forward shield and get everything ready to rock. So we have pulled into formation with the Green. The Green is moving faster than us. So we will probably stick a little bit behind him, which makes perfect sense. That allows us to be more of an artillery-style ship. My only concern is we probably don't have a whole lot of fighters left, although we will deploy ours. There go his fighters. I assume you're Hawks? Yeah, you're Hawks. Unfortunately, the AI not deploying a fantastic fighter squadron because it can't. If anybody knows how to change that, let me know, because I think it'd be worth it to manually go in there and just give it good fighters. It would make the fighting them harder, but it'd be worth it. All up in select, we're going to come in on him right and hard. Ooh, wow, he does have some extra weaponry over here, so he's definitely an improved model. Getting a little bit closer. Ooh, that scatter pack causing some nasty damage to the green. And here we are. Everything you got. Right into him. Normal beams. So he's taking some nasty hits. He's losing a lot of power. Unfortunately, we are right here, skimming him. We managed to pull away. And excellent. And we're going to drop a mine right here, just to sort of discourage pursuit a bit. That does push him out. Yeah, he's dropped all the way down to a speed of 13. I'm going to continue to pull away. We're looking at a standard starbase. I'm not sure what that's going to mean for us killing it, but I would like to keep my forward shield intact if at all possible. It could be. We'll have to avoid taking dumb hits, though. So he has an anti-missile defense system. He's got sort of the starter kit for how to deal with us. And it looks like the D7B has decided it wants my blood. So I'm going to continue to push on the D7. One, he's more badly hurt, so knocking him out of the fight will affect the fight more. And also, we should definitely slow down. And two, if I can kill him fast, then we'll be in great shape. I am going to kick in a high energy turn here. Oh, crap. Should cancel that high energy turn. Let's increase speed a little bit. So there we are. We're pulling away from it. So that canceled the high energy turn. That means we will not be putting super heavy weapons into him. We are extending the range out. Let's come around by the green. Oh, I love that. Because, as you can see, the front of the hull design also has the has bay doors, which means... there we go. Phasers are working. Bay doors for the fact that it's a carrier, so it looks better in my mind. Come on, phasers. Okay, fine. This. There we go. Fusion beam. Annihilation. I like killing things with a fusion beam. It's awesome. Fusion beams are such an interesting weapon. They remind me of several other weapons from science fiction that I kind of like grav lances and the like. But they're also really powerful when you use them at close range. So let's get in here for a Hellbore Strike. So that was 2, and the other 2 we hit with 3 of the 4, so nice. Coming in against Sword of Kalos again, and absolutely mauling him there. So he's lost a ton of systems. However, we do have to avoid this collar phaser here. It's still a potent threat. We should not underestimate it. He's launched his missiles on the fighters. The fighters should hopefully pull back now. Hopefully he won't be able to kill all the fighters. But he has deployed pretty much all of his heavy weapons. He will have a disruptor shot against us here, I assume. Yep, there they are. Pouring it into one of our somewhat weakened shields. It's not badly weakened, but it's a little bit. And we're going to kick on the high energy turn. We're going to see if we can't end him. Pull up and select. Pulling in. Cut the corner tight. There we go. Didn't manage to cause any more damage to him. I'm a little surprised. Or by damage, I mean speed drop. I'm looking at the speed drop mainly for when I assess damage on Klingons. Ooh, he managed to punch through our shield. Did he damage? He damaged the Gatling phaser, but he didn't wipe it out. He hasn't caused any damage to our warp systems. So we're still pretty much at full power. So that would have been a shake, but it would not have been an exploding console. So perfectly accurate proximity photon torpedoes. I approve. Very good job there. But as we come around, I'm going to hope... Oh, we don't even need to. I keep forgetting that we have broadside firing capability. And that's really fun and really strong. Unfortunately, it does mean that we have a somewhat narrow forward firing arc, so we can't just fire all of our weapons all the time that we want, but we can fire enough of them. So he is very, very low at this point. He's dropped to a speed of 4.5. He's got no active systems as far as I can tell. Let's see if the Gatling phaser can finish him off. Nope, 13 damage was not enough to end him. I still do have 2 more Hellbore shots. So that should deal enough damage to kill him. I mean, he doesn't have anything left. Every system is offline on this ship. So let's select Hellbores as soon as we come around. Unfortunately, we've already fired this bank of Hellbores, so it's the port side that we've got to get into range. And it is a fairly narrow arc to shoot at. And do we get a shot? Yep, the Hellbores did it. Completely wiped out. Okay, I've lost where the enemy ship is, so I'm just going to follow you at this point. So where's the starbase? This direction, apparently. There it is. I see a starbase. Probe, tell me. What does he have? I must know. Please be weak. Please be weak. Please be weak. No, that's not weak. That is very much not weak. Oh boy. So 2 phaser 4s. Is it really just... no, it's 8 phaser 4s. I don't think we can kill that. I'm going to be 100% honest. Odds of victory here, not good. We're going to overload. We're going to overload. We're going to overload. There's exactly one opportunity that we have to win this fight, and that is to basically knock off every single system that he has. So we're going to come in here. Oh god, he's got 50 people on board. Prepare for the hit and runs. There we go. Okay, so we've got to knock out these phaser 4s. So, where are the phaser 4s, please? Please show them. Normal people time. Okay, so we took his disruptor volley. That needs to die. That needs to die. All weapons select. Oh, this is going to be painful. We'll wait for the next turn. And we'll basically get one shot at this. Yep, that's what I was fearing. Holy... What? That fast? Dear God. I did not expect... I was expecting damage. I was expecting pain. I mean... But that was brutal. He was just like, you're dead. So, yeah. That's going to be the end of an episode. And what an end of an episode it is. Holy gosh. We are in a DG. Let's go to the shipyard real quick. We will, in the last thing that we do, we shall figure out what the heck we're flying. So I don't think we're in a Lord Bishop. Oh, no, there it was. DG, a Dragoon cruiser. Armed with 4 Hellbores, 6 Phaser 2s, and 2 Phaser 3s. Or Phaser Gs. Not quite what I would want. Gotta be honest with you. We will probably try and trade that in for probably a Lord Bishop as soon as we can. It's the 2 Hellbore, or 4 Hellbore, 4 Phaser 1, 2 Fusion. It's basically what we were in. That'll be 1872, and that's achievable relatively soon. In fact, I might be able to do shenanigans. So quickly buy, supply, trade in. Shit. Wrong one! I still might be able to do this. Buy, supply, trade in. No! No! You're kidding me. Oh, the game. The game was too clever. Or actually, I was too slow. You've got to be kidding me. Well, so, the Lord Bishop that we wanted, I was too slow and traded in the wrong vessel at first. And so we wasted a whole lot of cash for not a lot of gain. We are instead in a Lord Marshal, which is, well, it's basically a, it's the inverse of the Lord Bishop. It has 4 fusion beams and 2 Hellbores, as opposed to 4 Hellbores and 2 fusion beams. So we're going to have to be doing a little bit of lance work, a little bit nice, tight, and close in HMS Battle Axe, but that will be for another episode. I have been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode. Maybe try again?